This is a video for Copywriting Training Camp, PH. So I am April Drilon, one of the REF coaches, and I have a special student
Course.
with me today, Katami. So
Hello,
Katami is
hello.
actually okay. Thank you, Katami. So
My
Katami was
pleasure.
actually under me before, and he was one of the students who were actually really quiet. But even though he was quiet, he doesn't really ask out many questions, honestly. Pero when he gives the output, you could really see how much he grows week after week after week. So it wasn't really very surprising that he got a client after the program. So can you tell me more about, or can you tell us more about that, Tammy?
Actually, it's been a journey for me. My ref experience kasi can I just go back from the very start so that I
Sure.
can be comfortable with. Okay, so um I actually have a lot of suspicions muna about ref kasi nga
Mm.
I just got resigned from my job. So ako noon, wala pa akong savings and wala akong everything. And then I was um kasi nung binabasa ko kasi yung sales letter, yung sales page, like every single pain point
Mm-mm.
natumbok sa akin. So sabi ko I really have to enroll to this. So yun, I was happy naman na after all through those journey na alam mo yun, I was, of course, at first you'll be overwhelmed. But then, as you go through, marirealize mo yung journey mo from through the 4 weeks. And then, after ng 4 weeks, marirealize mo na, okay, ang dami pala nangyari. Yun na yun. Ano kasi ako noon, I've really never had any writing experience or professional experience. So, I enrolled sa ref kasi I feel like this will be my opportunity para mag-improve. Kasi nga, parang ever since, sobrang bagal ko pa rin magsulat. Actually, up until now, marami pa rin namang obstacles. But of course, at least, I have now the formal training. I've now surrounded myself with people who can help me. Ganun. And so, na-realize ko nga, nung nag-ref ako, kaya ko pala. Kasi one of my biggest obstacles at that time is mind setting. Alam mo naman yung coach, di ba?
Mm.
I've actually been a student of ref for 2 batches. So, na-realize ko, on the third ref, na-realize ko, okay, ako pala talaga yung problem. So, na-realize ko nga, yung pinakauna kong goal talaga sa ref is bumilis. Pero, behind that, yung underlying reason pala talaga is, kahit makapag-submit lang muna ako ng isa, that's my ultimate goal muna. And
Mm.
then, after nun, I'll gain the confidence that I need after submitting that one. Kasi ako takot na takot ako sa feedback. So yun, nakikita ko kasi rin nung, di ba, nung ref to sir ko, bakit parang, ang sungit ni Coach April, ganyan-ganyan. Kasi yun pala, hindi naman pala. Ano lang, kumbaga, of course, the first week will be the hardest siguro in terms of mindset kasi nga, ang dami mong iisipin. Pero, kalaunan, kapag ma-realize mo na masasanay ka na rin, you'll eventually get the hang of it. Ganun.
Mm. That's really good to
Saan na
know.
ba ako?
Thank you for sharing, Kadami.
Mm.
Okay, and we'll also go to your client, Katami. So you were able to
Mhm.
actually secure a client. Is it during or after REF?
Actually, it's during. Mm.
Wow.
Kaya ano rin, yung sequence yung sa third week, dun ko rin
Mm.
siya na-apply agad kasi yung nire-require ni client sa akin is a soap opera sequence. So
Wow.
sabi ko, wala naman akong idea about dun. So sabi ko, paano ko ba gagawin yun? And then I realized, nung una, meron din sa frameworks, yung from, I think, frameworks number 21 to 25. Yung
Mm-mm.
welcome emails, yung mga survey emails, ganyan-ganyan. Yung sa third week na, yung sa proper mapping ng
Mm-mm.
sequences. Tapos doon ko
Yes.
na-realize yung tamang process. And then dati kasi, as in talagang out of the blue lang ako gumagawa. Parang kalat-kalat ako gumawa. And then, kapag may frameworks ka na kasi na sinusunod, and then alam mo na kung paano mo siya i-connect, yung all of the dots, mas mapapadali sa iyo yung process. Tapos, of course, nasasagot din yun ni Miguel, yung lahat ng questions namin during the Q&A.
Q&A.
Kahit paminsan na sobrang basic ng questions mo, isa rin yun sa mga siguro advice rin na mabibigay ko. Na kumbaga, if sa tingin mong sobrang basic ng tanong mo,
Mm.
akala mo lang yun. Kasi merong mga kasing level mo na hindi rin alam yung sagot sa tanong na yun. So might
Mm-mm.
as well ask it, and then you realize na, okay, hindi lang, you're not alone in this world na may ganong ano, tanong. So you just have to ask it. So I was happy naman na yun, nagawa ko siya. Though anong nagawa ko yung sequence na yun, sobrang nahirapan ako. Siguro sa iba sobrang dali, 'di ba? Pero ako sobrang nahirapan ako doon kasi nga it was my first time.
Mm-mm.
I've never written a single copy before. Siguro
Mm-mm.
dati during on my timelines lang, ganun. In my feed kasi nga I was just writing myself. When you're writing for yourself, you don't need research, 'di ba? Kasi of
Mm-mm.
course, sarili mo yun eh. Wala ka na kailangang gawing iba pa. Pero kapag ano na, for something na in a topic na talagang wala kang alam, you really have to do your best. Ayun. So yun, I'm I'm happy that I was able to write. Actually, that was my first sequence ata. Ayun, and with all the resources na naibigay, with all the lessons na binigay na provide naman through ref, yun, lahat ko yun nagamit and then apply ko naman din afterwards.
Wow, that's so nice. So, did your client actually give you feedback about what you have given him or what work you did for him?
Ang ano, actually siguro umabot ako ng mga third revisions nun kasi ano rin, I'm happy na yung client na nakuha ko is ano rin, kumbaga, he's helping me na parang nagkakaroon din ako ng another layer of feedback, parang
Mm-mm.
gano'n. Kasi he's a writer as well.
Wow.
So, dun ko na-realize na maganda rin kapag kukuha ka ng client mo is someone na hindi lang basta, okay na yan, ganyan. Or parang, alam mo yun, ayun, you don't have to chase premium deals, you just have to chase premium clients. So yun, nabasa ko nun before. So talagang tumatak din siya sa akin. Kasi kapag when you have a client na talagang tutulungan ka din all throughout, you'll eventually learn din and then you'll eventually improve. Kasi naman dun sa oo lang ng oo or hindi ka masyadong nag-guide,
Mm.
mahihirapan ka rin na mag-navigate through your copies, ganyan. Through which areas or which aspects of your copy needs improvement, ganun.
Yeah, I think I really agree with what you said, Tammy. And with experience kasi, it's really, really good na yung first experience mo would be with a client that will actually also mentor you along the
Yes.
way. And of course,
Mm-mm.
it's really good to have clients who really know the quality of work they want because I think you also know what kind of experience they already have kasi alam nila kung anong gusto nila and they want it from the work that
Mm.
you actually submit. And if they do that,
Yes.
actually, if you're really open to learning and if you're open to delivering the best work possible to clients mo, you will actually really get better because you are going after that kind of caliber and standard that they have, diba?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's a good
I like
learning
that.
experience talaga for you.
Exactly, sobra. Lalo na siyempre sa mga beginners tulad ko, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm.
sa mga beginners diyan kayo, huwag kayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. Kasi ano
Yeah.
naman 'di ba? Every skill can be learned. Mm.
Yes. You will only get better as long as you actually are open to doing what is best, 'di ba? For your client and as well as for yourself because you're really learning
Yes,
along the way then. Okay.
exactly.
So thank you for sharing, Katami. And actually, some of our viewers also
Mm.
don't know much about you. So we will go really
Oh,
go back to the beginning. So can you
okay.
give
So sorry.
an introduction about yourself? So you have given your experience already with Ref, but we'll also go back to that. So let's go back to
Okay.
your background, Katami. So
Okay.
can you give a short introduction about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Katami Dimapunong, so you can just call me Tami. So that's my nickname. And then brief introduction. So I'm a former IT support specialist in a fine dining restaurant sa Fort
Oh.
Bonifacio. If you know that, siguro one of the pinakamamahalin, ganun. So ano kasi ako doon, I was a scholar. So
Mm.
being a scholar of siguro 2 years, nakabond ako noon. Pero when the COVID hit, so
Mm.
medyo nag-lay off na ng mga employees, kailangan na magbawas kasi nga wala na ring, one of the parang sectors na or industries na talagang na-affect ng COVID is yung mga food industries.
Mm.
So yun,
Restaurant.
since ako rin yung one of those na merong access sa sales namin, nakita ko talaga yung mga benta as in sobrang bumaba. So of course I understand that na kailangan talagang magbawas na ng employees. So yun, fortunately naputol yung bond, and then ayun, if I grabbed that chance then na umalis to leave because ano eh, medyo routinary na rin yung mga work ko doon. Kasi ano eh, when you're in IT support, kumbaga, you're doing all the point of sales, from the inventory, from the warehouse,
Mm.
from all the troubleshooting ng network, ganyan. So, ano na rin, parang paulit-ulit na, wala nang bago. So, I want to change my gears. I want to discover something na medyo challenging, of course. Lahat naman challenging. Pero I know that will give me this long-term goal na gusto kong ma-achieve, which is, of course, to earn much more money, which I need to provide for myself and for my family. So, yun, umalis ako. And then, I finally was a actually, before ako makarating ng copywriting training camp PH, ano siya, it was this parang, ano ba? And pag naisip ko kasing writing, such a, parang poor skill. Parang alam mo yung, parang 500 pesos in 1,000
Mm-mm.
words. Parang gano'n naisip kong mga offer na pwede mong maisip. Ganyan. Then, when I heard about John Pagulayan na nakapag-earn, he's just working one day, which is a Monday, and then siguro 4 hours a day lang. Tapos, he's earning hundreds of thousands or millions in a
Mm-mm.
1 month. So, okay, I realized na there's a, copywriting is a lucrative career. So, what are the avenues or what are the platforms that I need to, ano ba yun, kumbaga, to learn about the skill kasi totally wala akong idea. And then yun nga, narinig ko si Miguel. Sabi ko, wow, parang galing nito ah. Ganyan. Tapos, doon ko na na-realize na, okay, meron pala siyang group, ganyan. And then, ayun na, tuloy-tuloy na siya. Na-addict na ako sa mga lessons niya doon, sa inside the group.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, kinonsume ko lahat. Hindi pa naman actually lahat kasi ang dami talaga eh. Hindi ko alam kung
Mm-mm.
lahat ng consume ko na ba. Tapos, ayan, tuloy-tuloy na siya. And then, that's where I discovered basically copywriting. Doon na siya nagsimula.
Because honestly, I think a lot of people could relate to what you have been through, or maybe because now they are going through the same process then, Katami. Because
Yes.
honestly, the pandemic has really affected a lot of people, diba? So it's not only in your industry, ang dami talaga looking for a way to actually earn online, and to know that kind of experience that you had, maybe they would also probably follow your footsteps, diba? Yeah. So it's very
Hopefully
detailed.
sa mga IT professionals din diyan na parang siguro gusto
Yeah.
mag-shift ng something.
Yeah,
Copywriting is a
it's
good
actually
opportunity.
really surprising then, because you were IT and then you got into copywriting, diba?
Mm.
So why not other kind of skills? Because sa tribe, diba, freelancing. So why copywriting of all the other skills that you could actually go into, Katami?
I'm not sure pero kasi hindi ko rin din alam kung nape-pressure ako sa ibang tao. So, just a brief background na lang
Mm-mm.
din kasi I've been writing for myself nga in my newsfeed and my timeline,
Oh,
ganyan-ganyan. And then
yes.
some of the posts of it, medyo marami nag-resonate with my message, ganyan-ganyan. And then I realized, siguro I have, ano bang tawag doon? I have a clinging, tama ba doon? Or something na parang, I have an interest in writing. Ang kailangan ko lang is konting push, ganun.
Mm.
So, though, sige, hindi rin naman natin masasabi na you have to pursue a skill where you're passionate about ganyan. Kasi I cannot even say na I'm passionate about writing. Kasi when I'm
Mm-mm.
writing, it's just a hobby. Alam mo yun, hindi
Mm.
ko talaga siya talagang gustong-gusto. Like, I want to become a writer. No. Kumbaga ano lang, kung kailan ko lang feel na gusto kong
Mm-mm.
magsulat, and then I'm gonna write. Parang ganun. Pero yung ipupursue ko siya as a job, as a skill talaga, as something that will be my service, never yung pumasok sa utak ko. So,
Mm.
I chose copywriting because I think, compare mo sa lahat ng skills, maybe it's one of the, hindi rin eh. Siguro, assumption ko siya before, I thought na siguro mas madali ko siyang matututunan compared ko sa
Mm.
ibang
Sa
tools. Kasi nga,
others.
kumbaga may inclination ako towards it. Ganun.
Mm-mm.
Pero ayun, I was wrong. Ano pala, you really have to, kahit anong skill talaga, you have to go from the very start, from the very root of it. And then when you realize, when you go back to the source, to the art and science of copywriting, ay, malawak pala talaga.
Mm-mm.
Ayun.
Yes, I agree. So that was your assumption before, Katami. And now that you've actually written something for a client pa, the sequence, what do you think of copywriting now?
Hmm. So copywriting is, I was wrong then sa assumption ko noon
Mm-mm.
na wala akong alam sa copywriting. Kasi nga 'di ba,
Wow.
copywriting and content writing are two different ano, two
Things.
different fields, 'di ba?
Mm.
Akala ko parang content lang ako, vlogs lang ako. And then I realized when I write for myself, kahit pa sinasabi kong, ay, hindi kasi ako nagbebenta ng products eh, hindi ako nagbebenta ng services, wala akong experience.
Mm.
Pero the fact that I'm writing for myself, I am selling myself. So
Mm.
that in itself is copywriting, you know? So now, na siguro nung na-realize ko na okay, I'm now applying the principles, I realized na, okay, copywriting pala, from the very side, kahit pa nung bata pa tayo, we're applying it already. We're not just aware of it. Parang ganun. So, going back, ayan, I realized copywriting talaga from the very start, ina-apply talaga natin siya. We just don't know what's the term. Pag kasi tatanungin mo sa ibang tao, ano ba yung copywriting, Katami? Actually, since meron akong isang post before no na why did I choose to become a freelance copywriter? Kahit pa computer engineer na ako. And then, marami nang nagtanong after that post na, Katami, ano ba yung copywriting? Ano ba yun? Parang, kasi kahit ako, when you search sa I'm so sorry. Okay, so when you search in the Google search bar kapag lalagay mo copywriting, parang ma-overwhelm ka rin sa information.
Mm.
Kasi hindi mo alam, parang kunyari, something in the sales letter. Ako nga, kahit yung sales letter, hindi ko alam kung ano ba yun eh. So, kapag for an ordinary person and you're gonna explain copywriting, you really have to explain it in simplest terms. Ganon. Kasi
Mm.
hindi ka talaga nila maintindihan eh. So, yung copywriting is just, yung natulad ng sinabi mo dati, is just salesmanship and print.
Mm.
Ayun. You just, and I think at some point in our lives, everyone was a salesman. Kahit pa
Mm.
sinabi nga rin sa akin ni Coach JM before, kahit pa nung bata ka, na umiiyak ka, nung sanggol ka, binebenta mo yung sarili mo because you want attention. You
Mm.
want yung desire nasa you. You want your parents to be curious, ba't ka ba umiiyak, ganyan. So that in itself is hindi man siya copywriting, pero you're selling. You're selling already.
Mm.
So yun.
Yeah,
Parang
and
math.
of course.
Math is everywhere.
Mm.
So copywriting can be everywhere as well. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And of course, going back to the argument that we were selling ourselves, when we were babies, we're actually also selling ourselves to have our needs met. So it's somehow survival then, in a way.
Yes. Mm-mm.
And when you are
Tama, tama.
posting, you're not only selling yourself, you're actually selling your ideas. Because there are people
Exactly.
naman who don't really want to put themselves forward, but they want their ideas to be heard, their voice to be heard. And for us to do that, we actually have to sell what we think is right, 'di ba? So
Yes.
copywriting talaga, it doesn't only make you a better copywriter, right?
Mm-mm.
It also makes you a better human being. It also makes you
Wow.
a better person in general talaga, because you actually
Mm-mm.
understand so many things around you when you understand how to write copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yung ano pa lang parang yung concept pala ng persuasion,
Mm.
ma-apply mo na siya sa lahat, 'di ba? Even the greatest leaders that we know, ganun, parang every leader we know has mastered the art of persuasion and
Yeah.
motivation, ganyan-ganyan. They know how to pierce the hearts of their customers, of their audience. So I think if you really are good in copywriting, in every aspect of your life, you can apply it.
Yes,
So yeah.
I agree. Okay. So anyway, going back then sa story mo,
Medyo malalim na
Katami.
pala 'tong pinagsasabi natin. So sorry. But I'm
Okay.
enjoying it. Yes.
That's good. So you actually discovered the copywriting training camp and you also decided to join REF. You said that you
Yes.
actually read the sales letter and it resonated with you. What were the things that really resonated with you that made you really consider joining REF, Katami?
Siguro yung experience ni Miguel himself.
Mm.
Yung sinasabi niya na dati kapag magsusulat pa lang siya ng isang email, it will take him around 4 to 5 hours. And
Mm.
I know that that's me. Kasi ako hindi pa 4 to 5 hours, more than that. Kasi minsan pa throughout the day, as in, kahit nasa banyo ako, kahit nagluluto ako, iniisip ko pa din yung email ko. Parang ganun. And then na-realize ko talaga, if Miguel was that on that situation mga 5 years or 4 years ago. And then eto na siya ngayon, 'di ba? And then willing siya na ituro yung mga principles and concepts and strategies, techniques, tactics na alam niya for you to shorten or steepen your learning curve. So, what's my reason not to join? Parang
Mm.
ganun. Na-realize ko na, eto na yung pagkakataon. So, ba't ko ba... And then, ano siya, magaling rin, of course, kasi syempre, na-apply niya yung persuasion, ganyan-ganyan. na-realize ko I have nothing to lose talaga.
Mm.
Kahit pa siguro, 'di ba, kapagka yung ininvest mo dun, kapagka after mo namang ma-apply yun lahat and then nakakuha ka ng client mo, more than that dun ng ininvest mo, babalik din sa'yo, 'di ba?
Mm.
'Di ba? Tapos naisip ko nga, I have everything to gain. So, ayun, siguro naalala ko rin yung sinabi ni Miguel na, tinatapon lang dati nung client niya in the trash
Mm.
yung mga emails niya. Kasi nga kumbaga parang, ah, ano daw, parang walang kuwenta. Sabi niya
Mm.
nagki-cringe pa daw siya kapag binabasa niya yung luma niyang emails. So yun, I'm excited na sabi ko, siguro kung yung gano'n siya before, siguro ngayon gano'n ako. And then maybe ref will be my starting point na kapagka sinimulan ko 'to, ano na, tuloy-tuloy na yung momentum ko.
Mm.
So, I think it's happening naman na.
That's good. Okay. So it's already starting, Katami, and I
Yes,
think you will have
hopefully.
more in the future, diba? Okay.
Yes.
So after joining RF, what was your main goal, Katami? Was it to land the client right away? Ano yung main goal mo?
Main goal ko, 'di ba yung una kong goal talaga is bumilis. Kasi
Mm.
nga ano, if you know 'di ba in the tribe we have a process which is the, CCPP, yun. So, honestly, meron pa rin kasi parang siyempre galing akong corporate, meron pa rin akong employee mindset.
Mm.
So, yung pagiging employee mindset ko is the fact that to the point na parang I don't feel myself as a freelancer. I don't feel myself as a business owner kasi nga takot ako mag-connect. And then I realized na yung reason ko bakit hindi ako nagko-connect, hindi dahil sa hindi ko alam yung process, di ako magaling sa sales o sa marketing kasi everything has already been provided to us.
Mm.
Lahat ng templates na kailangan natin. So ano pa yung reason ko or ano yung excuse ko para hindi gawin? And so I found the underlying reason, the root cause of it, which is yung fear ko na makapag-entertain ng maraming clients. Kasi alam ko that I might deliver low quality kapag marami na akong clients.
Mm.
Kasi nga mabagal pa rin ako magsulat and parang hindi ko kaya mag-entertain. Para kasi nangyari ngayon, dalawa pa lang clients ko, parang baliw na ako, parang gano'n. Sabi ko, hindi ko ma-imagine yung ibang, nangyari ikaw coach, hindi ko ma-imagine paano ako nagkakaroon ng dami mong clients sa pagsasabay mo. Gano'n. So, ang goal ko talaga after ng ref is to overcome that fear muna na kailangan, alisin ko muna yung fear ko na kumuha ng maraming client and fear na ayaw kumuha ng maraming clients, na ayaw mag-connect, ganyan-ganyan.
Mm.
Kasi nga, takot ako na makapagbigay ng low quality. So, yun, my goal talaga is siguro bumilis, magkaroon ng clarity, matanggal yung fear, ganyan. I guess that's it. Mm.
Wow, I think that's really nice to know because you're not only aiming for the skill, diba? You're
Mm-mm.
actually aiming for the process then and eventually the confidence to actually write better and deliver the quality work that your clients are, of course, expecting, diba? And in terms of
Yes.
the
Mm-mm.
number of right now, as what you said, you're starting out, you're fresh from REF, you have two clients already, which is really good. Congratulations, Katami. That's really an
Thank
achievement,
you.
honestly. And just do not really think of doing the process talaga yung experience mo to really shorten it because you have to also enjoy, diba? Right now you are really testing your skills and applying everything you're learning, and honestly you are also improving your skill pa. So you have to get to that level that you're already confident in what you could do and what you could deliver and scale from there. So don't scale too fast because you might have
Tama
some
naman.
problems with
Yes.
that, diba? You will go there eventually. So just enjoy and learn from what you are doing right now because you'll really get there, honestly.
Nice. Yes, yes. Noted po, coach. Hala, parang feeling ko nasa coaching session ako. Pero tama yun, coach. Tama naman. Kasi parang feeling ko ngayon, alam mo yun, parang gusto ko mag-scale agad or what.
Mm.
Pero tama nga naman talaga, you really have to enjoy. Kasi ngayon, parang, alam mo yun, I feel like masyado akong pinipressure yung sarili ko na dapat
Mm.
maganda agad yung magawa ko. Or in fact, diba, you have to enjoy failures. Kasi only through
Yes,
failures you'll improve.
better.
Yun. Okay, share ko na rin, coach. Ano kasi, naalala ko lang din yung sa sinabi ni Coach Migs, yung sa about sales, marketing, and
Mm-mm.
fulfillment. Yung process, three major processes na yun. And then,
Mm.
na-realize ko kasi ngayon, kahit di ako nagko-connect, I'm receiving inbound leads. So, yun, na-realize ko through that, among those three processes, ang nahirapan talaga ako is yung fulfillment, yung
Mm,
pag-fulfill ng mga deliverables. So doon ako
yes.
natatakot. So yun, I think that's where that is where I should pinpoint my focus, parang ganun.
Mm. You should really focus on it talaga. Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing, Katami. I think maybe a lot of our viewers are already thinking, ano yun? But it's okay, di ba?
Yeah, may kita naman nila yun, marami namang free lessons si Migs dito eh,
Yes,
sa
that's
group.
true. They have to actually find it for themselves and to really know more about what you're actually
Yeah.
talking about. Okay. So anyway, Katami, so REF is actually a 4-week experience. Ano yung favorite mo doon in the 4 weeks that you were in ref?
Hmm, favorite? Well, actually kasi 'di ba I've been involved into two batches. So siguro honestly for the second batch, nung wala pa akong napasa nun kasi marami rin akong reasons on personal struggles, ganyan, family conflicts sa family. And then ang favorite ko nun of course is the Q&A sessions. Kasi ano ako nun, perfect attendance ako nun, coach. Di ako ma-absent. Kasi talaga nasa calendar ko siya, nasa to-do list ko na talagang
Mhm,
ano ako ng ano, mag-a-attend ako ng mga Q&A sessions. So it's my favorite kasi si Migs kasi, ano siya eh, kapag ka nagtatanong ka ng mga questions, alam mo yung tipong kahit hindi siya nagsa-stutter kasi talagang alam niya yung sinasabi
mhm,
niya. Alam mo yung kapag ka, nagtatanong ka, hindi yung parang, makikita mo si Mix talaga, he knows what he's saying and you
mhm,
know that this guy really knows a lot about copywriting. So, makikita mo palang na juicy and may substance talaga yung mga pinagsasabi niya, and then ang dami mong aha moments after that, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila ba, yung Q&A niya is already a masterclass in its own,
mhm,
parang gano'n. Tapos, ano rin, actually merong nagko-conflict din sa akin ngayon kasi, kung 'di ba sa tribe naturo sa'tin na parang alam mo 'yun, kailangan mo munang matutunan yung, market mo before yung skill, gano'n.
mhm,
Pero, honestly yung nakikita ko kasi si Migs medyo baliktad. I'm not sure kung gano'n yung psychology niya. Kaya kailangan skill ka muna bago sa
mhm,
market. And then na-realize ko yung reason bakit gano'n yung method is because si Miguel kahit anong itanong mo sa kanya, sa kahit anong market, kaya niyang
mhm,
masagot. So dun ko na-realize na, okay, tama nga naman. Kasi when you already master the skill, you're confident na kahit pa, though syempre maganda pa rin yung meron kang specialization. Pero
mhm,
kapag na-master mo talaga kasi yung copywriting, parang kahit anong industry, kahit anong niche, kahit anong market, kaya mo na silang i-entertain. Wherein, in fact, yun yung nakita ko kay Miguel, na parang ganun na siya ka-confident. Kaya yun alam mo, sa Q&A sessions, kahit pa lahat ng mga audience, lahat pa ng viewers, iba-ibang market,
mhm,
na ano niya, he's finding a way to like ano, parang ano ba, to soothe them para maitahi niya lahat and then in a way na maiintindihan ng lahat.
mhm,
Alam mo yung parang may sinabi siya dun sa cerebral copywriting, parang copyboarding, parang gano'n. Parang something na fits to all, gano'n.
mhm,
So gano'n talaga si Miguel. Tapos kahit pa anong uri ng copywriting, kahit pa emails, kahit pa sales letters, kahit pa landing page, kahit pa website, lahat kaya niyang sagutin. So alam mo yun, sobrang ano niya, wow. Sobrang diverse ng pagkakaintindi niya and makita mo naman talaga na pinaghirapan niya yung lahat. So
mhm,
that's one of my favorite. Nung Ref 2, pero nung Ref 3 coach, nung nakapagpasa na ako, na-realize ko na, oh yes, nakapag-submit na rin ako, na-submit ko na yung submit button, ganyan. And na-click ko na yung submit button. Of course, my favorite na ngayon is the feedback from you. Yes. Ano, syempre coach, mahalaga yung feedback kasi nung when I'm writing for myself before, ano, never alam mo yung ang goal ko lang naman din dun kasi parang sinasabi ng ibang tao, "Wow, ang ganda
mhm,
ng copy mo," gano'n. Pero kasi sa copywriting hindi gano'n yung goal natin, eh.
mhm,
Hindi yung to gain, ano ba yun, compliments. Kasi
mhm,
dapat ang first na comment ng tao sa'yo para masabi mong talagang maganda yung copy mo is, "Bibili ako niyan." Parang
mhm,
gano'n. Yun dapat yung hindi "Ay, ang ganda niyan." Hindi lang gano'n. Kasi you're not just parang impressing people, eh. You are
mhm,
selling something. So, dapat yun ang goal mo, makapagbenta ka. So, dun talaga sa feedback, dun ko rin na-realize na yung mindset ko noon na parang, okay, basta ma-appreciate lang 'to ng tao, okay na. basta magandahan na sila, okay, at least may validation sa akin, parang gano'n.
Mm-mm.
Pero na-realize ko dun sa feedback na parang, ay, ang sakit, parang gano'n. Hindi pala, parang, ano pala, minsan nag-overdo ako ng mga
Mm-mm.
emotions ko. Minsan parang, masyado na siyang mahaba. So yun nga, 'di ba, yung feedback mo coach na dapat nasa streamline mo yung copy mo, dapat
Mm-mm.
finding a way na wag masyadong redundant. May mga words, certain words na dapat hindi mo masyadong ginagamit. May
Mm-mm.
mga certain words na, yari, di ba, yung mga that, mahilig ako sa mga that eh, tsaka sa mga, yung mga contractions na pinagsasabi niyo coach dun sa feedback. Medyo, simula after ng feedbacks na yun, as in talagang naging conscious na ako. Kasi ko, ay, hindi dapat it is, dapat it's. Hindi na dapat
Mm-mm.
that is, dapat that. So, ang ganun. Mga simpleng ganong feedbacks. And then yun nga, I realized kasi sobrang haba ko pa rin talaga magsulat. Pero nung dahil dun sa feedback, I'm finding ways na dapat, yun nga, dapat grade 4 grade 5 level lang yung
Mm.
copy ko. And then, hindi kailangan na masyadong malalalim na salita. Dapat yung,
Yes.
you really have to understand your market. And then,
Mm-mm.
ayun, you just have to find a way to resonate with them. And encourage their dreams, justify your pain. Yung mga gano'n, hindi ko rin alam yun, coach, dati, yung 27-word persuasion. Sa mga viewers natin, malalaman nyo din yan. Ako rin, na-shock ako doon. Sabi ko, ang galing, confirm your suspicions. Ayun talaga. Dati ginol ko pa na dapat mahit ko yung 5 yon coach, pero hindi ko
Mhm.
pa rin nagawa. So, na-frustrate ako.
It's okay.
Ayun. Tapos yung mga primal desires, coach, ngayon ko lang din na ano, kasi lagi mong nire-remind sa amin sa mga feedback, sa mga primal desires. Then doon ko rin na-realize na dapat nga meron kang mahit na dominant
Mm-mm.
emotion doon sa copy mo. Kasi ako minsan kalat-kalat eh. Sad, tapos naging happy, tapos naging gano'n-gano'n. So, na-realize ko dapat talaga meron kang primal na desire na gusto mong mahit.
Mm-mm.
So,
One
yun. Ang dami kong
dominant
favorite.
emotion.
Isang question, ang dami kong sagot eh.
That's still really good,
Mm.
Katami. So you have really a very good experience. As what you said, you have been in two batches ng REF. And I
Yes.
think you have learned a lot from the experience talaga. Parang you really made the most out of your REF experience. And it shows because during the program, you already got a client. I think that's what a lot of aspiring copywriters would want to have, 'di ba? Yeah, okay, and
Yes.
final na to,
Kaya nyo
Katami.
yan.
Yes,
Okay.
for those who are actually on the fence about copywriting, who actually want to start
Mm.
copywriting but have thoughts and doubts about them, what is your message for them?
Ano, don't overthink.
Mm,
Yun lang. I mean, siguro, ako, yung kasi yung parang advice talaga na gusto ko rin masabi sa sarili ko, don't overthink. And yun nga, kasi, ganun tayo eh. Hindi natin maiwasan na, syempre, when you are into digital marketing na, ngayon kasi parang nagdi-digital marketing ka na, di ba? Pag isa-search mo sa Google, sobrang daming lucrative skills about digital marketing. Ang daming
yes.
options. So, parang daming shiny, mga shiny,
Shiny object
shimmering
syndrome.
objects, ganon. 'Di ba? Hindi mo maiwasan 'yun eh. Syempre lalo na kapag newbie ka.
Yes.
So, kung meron kang naisip mo na gusto mong mag-copywriting, then just do it, 'di ba? Huwag ka na masyadong mag-isip-isip kasi you just have to embrace the fact that every skill can be learned talaga. For as long
Mm,
as you surround yourself with the right community, with the right mentor, with resources. Ayun rin, don't consume everything kasi ma-overwhelm ka rin talaga.
mm,
You just have to you have to find a certain community or just one person or one community, then focus ka lang muna doon saka ka mag-explore sa iba,
mm,
ganyan, and then you eventually realize na kumbaga you will model that person or you'll
mm.
model those people inside the community, and then may kita mo rin naman yung sa copy mo eh. Actually ako noon nare-realize ko din na medyo nag-iiba na yung kapag
Oh,
you surround yourself with people na talagang makakatulong sa'yo sa copywriting, you'll improve talaga. So yun, don't overthink, just do it, and then, ano, sinabi ko kanina, copywriting is everywhere. So mahanap mo talaga siya kahit saan ka pumunta.
that's
It's a
true.
lucrative skill.
Okay. So thank you so much, Katami,
Yun.
for answering that question and for really
Thank you.
sharing your experience with us today. So I hope
Thank you, coach.
everyone out there has actually learned from Katami's experience. And yes, go for it if you can, diba?